Hare Krishna. Okay, very good. So we are studying Isopanishad. Quick revision. Yeah, we studied the invocation mantra and we've studied also partially the mantra number 1. Yeah. So mantra number 1, what is the key principle mentioned there?
That everything belongs to God, to Lord.
Very nice. Everything belongs
And
to the Lord.
and
What is the
animate
called?
and is God.
Principle is called something in Sanskrit.
Paurusha.
No?
Ishavasya.
Ishavasya principle.
Ishavasyam. Very nice. The Ishavasyam principle. Very good, very good. Yes, yes, Anita Mataji, go ahead. Hare Krishna. Mataji, you raised your hand. Okay.
Guruji, we also discussed that we are temporary owners.
We are temporary owners of all of these things which are given here. Very good. That is what is the Ishavasyam principle. Very good, very good. Okay.
From
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
Lord. So even the house made of and also spoke about that the words spoken by the Lord are called Apaurusha.
Apaurusheya. That's where the Apaurusheya comes in. Indu Mataji.
Is my are you able to?
Yeah, I think it's coming.
I think I have an unstable internet.
Yeah, it's coming in drafts. Yeah.
Whether everybody could hear.
It's coming up and down, Mataji. We
Okay.
sometimes can't hear. Okay. Yeah. Paurusheya, something which is beyond. Okay, good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, sure.
Oops, I think she is totally out of sync. Mataji, can you hear us? Okay, okay, no problem. We will just mute her for a moment. Sorry, what was I making? I lost my thread of thought. Ishavasyam principle. Ishavasyam principle. Yeah, so everything belongs to the Lord. Yeah, and we are temporary owners of everything. Very good. So that's one aspect of the Ishavasyam principle. Also, we saw within the mantra something in relation to theft. What was that?
If we should not take what doesn't belong to us.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. So the principle itself says that everybody has their quota and we have to just, enjoy within the quota. We should not accept things which are, or try for things which are beyond our things and try to unnecessarily, garner and unnecessarily come. Yeah, that's the key principle. Very good. That's number 1, mantra number 1. Yeah, Anita Madji, go ahead.
Guruji, we also discussed that the Isopanishad is a part of Yajurveda and it contains information concerning the, I think, proprietorship of all living things.
Very nice.
Yeah, which is existing in the universe.
Very nice. Yeah. So the Ishopanishad comes from Yajurveda. Yeah, and we've seen different Upanishads coming from different Vedas which are there. All of the expansions we've seen in the introduction class of different types of Upanishads, different types of Vedas, different types of Puranas, Itihasas, Smritis, Shrutis, and all of those. Good, good. Let's go back a little bit more than this particular shloka. We saw something in relation to the vision of the Ishopanishad. Yeah, what does the Ishopanishad in broad teach us? Or how is it structured? Who remembers?
The foundation of knowledge of the Supreme Person.
Very good, very good. It begins with the foundational knowledge of the Supreme Person. Yes, very good. What else? We saw something. There is an object which was shown. What is that?
It was a pencil or was it?
No. Come on.
It was an arrow.
No, somebody else? Binocular. It was a binocular or rather telescope. Yeah.
Telescope, correct.
Yeah, very nice. It was telescope. And overall, if you remember, that's a good thing to remember. The Ishopanishad basically consists of vision, guidelines, and prayers. Yeah. So any Upanishad, there, if you study the Upanishad, there needs to be a change in your lifestyle that should happen. Now, which means we've seen how does knowledge get acquired? Knowledge get acquired in 3 steps. Yeah. What are the 3 steps in which knowledge gets acquired?
Discovery, understanding, and application.
Understanding and application. Yes. Yeah. So every scripture that we study, it has to end up in application. Yeah. Only then that scripture study is of any use. Otherwise, it's of no use. Yeah. So here also Ishopanishad we've seen. It consists of vision. It consists of guidelines. It consists of prayers. Yeah. And vision, we saw foundational knowledge of the Supreme Person, which is where I was going to. Yeah. So slightly prior to mantra 1, we saw something called as the invocation prayer. Who remembers what the invocation prayer is?
Is it Purnamada?
Very nice. Yeah, please chant.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. And this is the invocation mantra of the Ishopanishad. And what does it mean? Yeah, Nidha Mataji, go ahead.
Complete whole of the absolute truth is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay, but Purnam, what does the Purnam word indicate here?
That God is
Complete
Whole, complete whole. Krishna,
Yes,
the
very
Lord is
nice.
a complete whole.
The Lord is a complete whole. So what is trying to be, shown here? A mathematical concept is being shown here.
that everything coming from the God is complete.
Very
So,
nice. Okay.
It's a concept of infinity.
Very nice. The concept of infinity. The Lord is infinite. He's so infinite and fully complete that from that infiniteness, if something is taken out, still infinite remains. That is how the Purnam is. That from the whole, if something is taken out, still the whole remains. And we've seen a very common example of this wholeness in practice in the material world.
Even
Where
the hand of a body is complete when it is a unit of the body, but if you sever the hand away,
no,
it has
no, no. From
If
the
you-
whole, you remove something, still the whole remains, and the what comes out also is full, is whole in itself.
yeah,
The
this is
child is
Material
born
world.
out of mother.
Yes, mother and child, isn't it? From the mother, the child comes out. Still, the child is whole, mother is whole. Yeah, and nothing has isn't so like that. So that's just a very material example. Imagine that multiplied by infinity. That is how the entire material world, when it comes out, the Lord does not get reduced to anything. Yeah, so from the whole. The part is removed, still the whole remains. That's what the Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate verse indicates. So that's one of the first verses that we've seen. Very good. Yeah. So any points that you remember from the this previous verse? Om Purnamada Purnamidam. What did we see? How did we try to understand the Om Purnam?
Satchitanand.
Yeah.
Satchidananda. Very nice. How do you understand from Satchidananda?
Paramatma realization requires understanding of the above shlok. I mean, if you have to understand Lord, we need to understand the shloka, and we also spoke the form of Krishna. Where you said that trying to put limitless into limit form, and our incomplete understanding, the ignorance of imperfect senses that we have.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there was a break. I think I missed some words.
I'm sorry. I think there is something wrong with my internet. I will not participate today in discussion.
No
Yeah.
problem. We'll
Yeah.
try the Lord's Desire. Yeah. Sorry, you talked about, so Mataji talked about incompleteness, or sorry, in the inconceivable trying to be understood through the senses, the limited senses. We are trying to understand the limitless or the infinite through a limited set of senses. That is what Mataji was trying to say. Uh, yeah, and that limitless senses, limited senses are trying to understand the limitless. Yeah, and therefore, because our senses are limited, we need additional help. And that's where the Vedas come into the picture to give us additional help. Very good. So that is the that was about the Om Purnamada Purnamada. We also, sorry, Rashmi mentioned about, or was it Rashmi Mataji? You mentioned about Satchidananda.
Yes, Satchitananda is the completeness of the whole. I mean, to understand.
To
So when
understand,
we
yes.
to realize, yeah, when we want to realize Sat, we come to know about the Brahman and
Yes, very nice. Sat
then
as
the
in the Brahman,
Brahman
and Sat as
the
in eternity.
eternity, yes.
Very good. Okay.
And then when we discover or when we realize, we see the realization of Chit, which is, Sat Chit, which is, Paramatma reflection of Krishna
Paramatma,
in
the reflection of
every
Krishna
soul,
in the heart.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
every
very
heart.
nice.
And then we see Anand, which is realization of Anand is the entire whole Bhagwan, which we
Very
see
nice.
as a
Yes.
person, as a personified
Personification of bliss.
bliss.
Yes, yes, very nice. Yeah, so that is the three ways in which we try to understand the limitless. Sat also is eternal, is limitless. Chit, knowledge, is also limitless, and Ananda, bliss, can also be limitless, isn't it? Yeah, and we try to personify all of these together into the this thing. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so Anita Mataji is giving another example of ocean and the water. Very nice. That's also from the ocean, you take out little bit water, but still the ocean remains whole. Very good. Okay, that's the other material example of Om Purnamada Purnamida. Very nice. So we have actually looked at only partially the portion of Ishopanishad Mantra 1. Yeah. So the way to understand this particular thing is these are very, esoteric concepts that is being mentioned by the Upanishads. Yeah. So what does Srila Prabhupada do to help us understand in his purports? He breaks it down into easily understandable concepts. Yeah. So we've seen two concepts. One concept is that the Lord is beyond all of these particular things. And for us to understand, we cannot understand the Lord fully because we have four defects. What are the four defects that we saw?
We commit mistakes.
Very nice.
We have the illusion of the body.
Very
We
nice.
have a cheating propensity and we
Imperfect
have
sense.
imperfect senses.
Imperfect senses. Very nice. So those four are mentioned here. It is also mentioned in the introduction to the Ishopanishad. But these four are very critical because of these imperfections. We cannot understand something which is perfect or a paurusheya. And therefore, Vedas are there. And because the Lord is fully perfect, Om Purnam, we've seen in the previous invocation. Yeah. Nothing can affect the Lord from a material concept. Yeah. So we saw, therefore, the two aspects that, therefore, whatever is the Vedas, we have to accept them as truth. Yeah. We also saw that how everything in the material world comes from the Lord. Yeah. We read this part, para and apara prakriti. Yeah. And we clearly also have a discussion in this in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, if you remember. What is apara prakriti? Material energy. Anybody?
Material energy is superior.
No, material energy is not superior. Material energy is inferior, but what constitutes material energy?
24 senses.
Earth,
No.
water, fire.
Sorry?
Earth, water, fire, air, ether.
Very nice.
Nine
Ashtadhatu, very good. Eight elements. Bhumi, Rapo, Analo, Vayu, Kham, Man, Buddhi, and Ahankar. Very good. Yeah, that is one aspect of one distributed set of energies of the Apara Prakriti. Lord Krishna mentions that in the 7th chapter. So if you remember this particular set of slides, yeah, this also comes into understanding the supreme portion of the Lord. Earth, water, air, fire, ether. This also expands into knowledge acquiring senses. From earth comes the nose, from water comes the tongue. This is in the Bhagavatam actually. From fire comes the eyes, from air comes the feeling of touch, from the ether comes the ears. Yeah, and the spirit soul gets covered by all of these particular things, those 24 elements. Yeah, if you see here, yeah, the gross elements, which get expanded into earth, water, air, fire, ether. Earth expands to form, and therefore the form you need eyes to see. Yeah, and then water, taste, you need tongue. Fire, touch, you need skin. Air is sound. These are sensory elements. These are knowledge acquiring senses which require all of this. Yeah, so this is how the 20 aspects come. These are the working senses. Knowledge acquiring senses, working senses are 20. Then 3 are the subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and false ego. All of this is what? Separated energy of the Lord, apara prakriti, apara shakti. All of these particular things. And what is para prakriti? Is the internal energy of the Lord. And we've seen those internal energy of the Lord, or antaranga shakti, which constitutes Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Yeah, so if you see the internal energy, it's also called Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini. These are technical terms which we will go into detail at some point. But what does the Sat, Chit, Ananda aspect reflect here? Sat as in Sandhini, the eternity, knowledge, Chit, yeah, Hladini or bliss, Ananda or pleasure potency of the Lord. So this is the internal energy. Yeah. Also, Krishna. So if you see overall Krishna's energies, they are basically the Antaranga Shakti also consists of the Tatastha or the marginal, which is our Jivas. All the Jivas, they are all what? Tatastha, marginal energy. And they can fall this side, they can fall this side. Yeah. Bahiranga, the external, we've seen Mahiranga, all of the gross, subtle, air, wire, ether, all the entire material world, the 24 elements of the material world, Pradhan included, which makes it 24. The 5, we saw that, let me quickly repeat that. Where is it gone? Yeah, so these are 20, the 5 gross elements, 5 objects of the senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, 5 working senses. 20 of them, and 3 is mind, intelligence, false ego. And there is a sum total of all of this which is still not got created. So that's still in the unmanifested state. That's called Pradhan. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Okay. So that is the Parashakti, Aparashakti. We saw that in detail also in the previous session. Okay. So any quick questions on all of this particular thing that we have seen? So this basically talks about how Krishna is the origin of everything. Everything belongs to the Lord. Yeah. So Krishna, source of origin and dissolution. From Krishna is a product of everything. Material world comes in, spirit comes in. Yeah, all of these are expansions of Krishna's energies. So everything therefore belongs to Krishna. So everybody is convinced about the Ishavasyam principle. Yeah, everything belongs to Krishna. Yeah, that is how the and if you think, no, this is mine, then who are you?
You're a fool.
You are
Illusion.
a illusion, fool. What else? Some harsher words?
Atheist.
No, something else. Something which does not belong to you, but you think it is mine and you won't take it.
You're a thief.
Thief, exactly. Yeah, we are a thief. So if we think this is mine, then that is problematic. Yeah. So now to expand on the same concept, Srila Prabhupada further goes into. So now that is how Srila Prabhupada builds up in this entire purport to explain the Ishavasyam principle. Okay. So now we're going to play a game to go further. Okay. So now there are next 2 shlokas next three shlokas rather. No? Yeah. Next three, not shloka, sorry, paragraphs. Now, paragraph number one, we saw this one we've seen. That is 1, 2, 3, fourth paragraph. Because the Supreme, everybody has their books, I hope, or at least the book on the internet or on your laptop or your mobile. Laptops are better if you have. It's good to discuss and read. So anyway, I've kept it here also on the screen. But yeah, everybody's space might be different. So we are not going to, we're going to break up into groups. So let's understand what you have to do first. Yeah. So our focus is next three paragraphs. Paragraph number 4, paragraph number 5, one should therefore be intelligent enough. And paragraph number 6. Yeah, take for example the dwelling. So short we will complete, and I want to go into detailed understanding of all of these things. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to break up into groups. Yeah. And you have to read these 3 paragraphs in as a group. But what you have to do is you have to cull out as many questions as possible. So imagine you're all teachers. Yeah. And you are now setting a quiz. Yeah, for a set of kids. And these 3 paragraphs are the so it's ulta. In good old school days, you had something called as comprehension, right? You have to read a paragraph and then answer a question. Here it's ulta. You have to read a paragraph, you have to create a question. Yeah, that is what you have to do. Okay. Yeah, everybody is clear about what the topic, what has to be done. Yeah. So we're going to be very time bound. It has to be 15 minutes only. I'm going to give you 15 minutes. And then you will have to, so you have to be focused. You have to be very, very clear as to how you're going to do these things. Okay. So 4:30, 4:45 is we will regroup. Okay. And in your groups, yeah, get a list of questions for these 3 set of shlokas. Okay, three set of paragraphs. And that for us to further understand. Everybody is clear? Okay. Sachin Prabhu might not be able to join in, so whichever group he goes in, discount him. That's what he says. Okay, so let's create groups, breakout rooms. I'm going to create how many of us? 18. So let's create 4 groups, around 4 to 5 participants. Okay, 3 groups are good. 5 to 6. And we let Zoom decide who goes in which group. Create. Open all rooms. Okay, please everybody join your rooms. Quickly join your rooms. Aruna Mataji, you're not able to join the room? Aruna Mataji, Kishore Prabhuji, Akarsh Prabhuji, can you join your rooms, please? Kishore and Akarsh Prabhuji, are you not able to join your rooms? Hare Krishna. Come on, Prabhuji, you are missing out on some important learning. Hare Krishna. Interesting?
Hare Krishna, yes, Guruji. Prabhuji, in our group, I think Jyoti Mataji has written questions in notebooks, so she will present,
No,
and if anyone wants to add.
no problem, no problem. Whichever way. Another 11 seconds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, good. Hopefully all are back. Some people did leave out and left, but hopefully majority of us are here. Very good. So hopefully that was interesting and you had good debates on which question to ask. Hopefully they were not simplistic questions, yes, no kinds of answers. So now comes the twist. So of course you will present the questions, but you'll also give the answers to those questions. Okay, so just asking questions is easy, but you only have to give the answers to the questions. So let's look at group 1. Anita Mataji, Aditya Prabhuji, Jyoti Mataji, Parina Mataji, Parvati Mataji, and Sachin Prabhu, who's mute spectator. Okay, you can present.
Jyoti Mataji will present. She has noted down the question.
No problem. You present or you can tell the questions, whichever way.
Yeah. Jyoti Mataji, you are there?
I have almost ready. Should I just display it?
Yeah, Mataji, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, Guruji. I just managed to write 4 questions down because Jyoti Mataji had written it down. Just give me a second, Guruji. So someone can start with first question. Aditya,
Screen, Mataji.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like team 1 is not yet ready. Maybe
no, Guruji, we are ready. We are ready. Sorry.
please present it on the screen, please.
Can you see it, Guruji?
Yes, we can.
So there are some questions are with Jyoti Mataji.
Okay, no
And,
problem. Quick.
we
So now
begin with
quick,
the
we don't
first-
have, we don't have much time. Quick answers, quick questions, quick answers. Very nice.
Yeah. Aditya ji, you can answer the first question. Why is Lord able to adjust to everything?
Very nice. Okay, good question.
Yeah, I think this question was not discussed. So maybe the answer is that because in the invocation mantra, we understood that the Lord is complete whole, He is infinity. Anything taken out from Him, still He will remain infinite. So He is adjustable to everything. And
Very
because
nice.
from Him, everything emanates, like everything else is also complete.
Very nice. He is able to adjust to everything because of his completeness in every aspect. Yeah, he's complete
Yes.
in every aspect, and therefore you feel okay. Very good, very good. Okay, next question. Why is the Lord
Why-
called the absolute personality of Godhead? Okay, why is he called that?
Uh,
Okay, anybody in the
Yes.
group can answer, not necessary. Which is Anita Mataji, Aditya, Jyoti, Parina, Parvati, and Sachin Prabhuji. Sachin is okay on mute.
Prabhuji, because of his 6 opulence in full.
Very nice. 6
Six,
opulences in full.
fame,
Therefore,
beauty.
very nice, Parina Mataji. Yeah. Fame, beauty. Go ahead. What else?
Power, renunciation, and
Wealth,
Knowledge.
wealth and
And
knowledge. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, and even though after that he's still renounced. Okay, good. How does Lord display his energy in different ways? Yes, what is mentioned in the paragraphs also. I hope these are all for the 3 paragraphs.
Yes, Guruji. They are for
Okay.
3 paragraphs.
Okay, good. So how does the Lord display his energy in different ways?
He is able to control everything in the material world, and I
Very
want
nice,
to
very
see
nice.
the
He's present in
yeah. So
everything, right?
everything comes from him. Yeah. So everything comes from him, and he has a control. He's a dictator. He is a provider. He
Very
is,
nice.
the one who kind of, makes all the things functional in the material world. He has the power.
Very nice.
So he uses his power in different ways.
Very good, very good. And this is an important question. Very nice question that you have. How do we understand our quota? What is mentioned? Yes, go ahead. Good question to ask.
Prabhupada mentions in the purport, he gives an example of a cow, how
Very
she
nice.
eats the grass, and he doesn't care about like who, she doesn't eat, drinks her milk. So it is the arrangement of the nature. And similarly, like what we understood from that is that we don't need to do intense endeavor to achieve something material.
Very nice.
If we are able to focus on our sadhana and we can maintain our material current level so that we can support our sadhana, then that should suffice.
Very nice. Very nice. What about others? How do we understand our quota? This is an important question, no? Isn't it? How do we get to know? Good. What
Maybe
about?
we should not get greedy.
We should not get greedy.
Yeah.
That is how we also
And
understand. Contentment actually is one of the ways
yeah.
to also understand
So,
that whatever I have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, can I try, Prabhu?
And I
Yeah,
don't
Krishna,
know
go
if
ahead.
I'm right.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll give chance to other groups also to answer this question. Yeah, Krishna Priya, go ahead.
So I was telling Prabhu, uh, to understand what is in our quota. So our quota will obviously come to us if it has
It has to
been
come.
set aside for quota. So we should be content with whatever we have, and in case if it goes also, we must realize that it is the Lord's property. It is not our property. So
Very nice.
that's how we will understand what comes under our quota.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice understanding. Yeah. So good. Yeah. So it's a very important question to also do manan on. How do I know that I'm going to office every day and I'm doing my hard work? Is it over endeavoring or is it not over endeavoring? And one important aspect of this, Aditya Prabhuji mentioned, is if your sadhana is affected, if your devotion to the Lord is affected, which means you're over endeavoring. Yeah. So ensure that, that is one nice check. That whether so much stressed every day I'm coming, oh my God, kya hoega, business ka kya hoega, uska kya, office mein kya ho raha, and you are not able to sit and do japa, one round of japa. Even 5 minutes when we try and sit in the beginning of the class, you should be able to 5 minutes calmly, you should be able to focus for 5 minutes, you should be able to, and in fact, you should be able to do longer. If you're not able to do longer, then yes, you are trying to over endeavor somewhere, something. That's one way to look at the symptom. That's how we understand our quota. Very good. What other questions were there?
And yeah, Guruji, these many we have. And one more with this, how do we understand our quota, Guruji? To check, one should not even be envious, to some extent control envy. Like iske paas
Envious. Okay, very nice.
BMW.
Very nice. Very nice. Envy. Therefore, as soon as envy comes, we know we are
Yes.
over endeavoring. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice understanding. Very good.
Prabhuji, also we can understand from the quota point of view that God has already, arranged so many things for us. So we should we should not go beyond that quota. So what God has done the arrangement, roti, kapda, makan,
Very
are
good.
basic necessity. So if food is arranged by the God, then we have to use our sense, we use our intelligence by having the prasadam only, so that like Aditya said, that it should not get affect to our sadhana. If we eat prasadam, then our sadhana should be in a very good way. So like property, wealth, work, everything is arranged by the God. Even
Very.
sleep is also given by the God, but we have to sleep for 6 hours. We should not sleep for more than that. Then that
Very
will
nice.
get affected, our sadhana also, our day also. So that all our quota also we can add it. This is
Very
from my
nice. Quota
understanding.
in all aspects, including sleep and food that you eat. Good, that's the
Yes,
point that Aruna Mataji is making. Okay, now I'm going to be a bit difficult. Yeah, Parina Mataji had a point.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Prabhuji, one more point comes to mind. Yeah, Prabhuji, one more point comes to my mind. I don't know whether it's related to this or not. Just if we detail everything with Krishna, then the completeness of human life can be realized. Then
Very nice.
we should not be worried about our quota also.
Very nice, very nice, very good. Everything is dovetailed on Krishna. Krishna is my maintainer and my protector. Where does that come? Who remembers? Bhagavad Gita experts? Krishna is my maintainer and protector.
Was 18.66.
18.66.
Surrender.
Sarva dharman parityajya. Very nice. So, Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Definition of Sharanam. Two aspects of surrender is what this protection and maintenance is. Of course, four more are there. Anyway, that's separate topic, but yes, very important. Parina Mataji mentioned about protector and maintainer, Lord Krishna. If you have that faith that he will protect me and he will always be there for me. Okay, good. So, okay, hold on. So now we're going to stop for this group's questions. Let's look at, and Rashmi and Anita Mataji, hold on to your points. Let's go to room number 2, which is Indu Mataji, Pavan, Prabhuji, Rashmi, Agrawal, Rashmi, Sharma, and Shamila Mataji's. Okay, go ahead.
So you can see our,
Oh, very nice. You've included the answer also. Good.
but then we were getting late, so we didn't answer the last two.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Because the answer was
So,
for the discussions.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
you didn't follow
Rashmi
the
Mataji,
instructions, basically. The instruction was to only get questions. Okay. Mantra 1. Okay. Questions. Yes.
so we say why do we say that God, our Supreme Personality of Godhead is a complete person?
Very nice.
So
Similar to the
we've-
previous question also. Very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good.
we
Good.
said
Good.
because he possesses opulence, which is, in abundance, power, fame, beauty, wealth, knowledge, and renunciation.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes.
Rashmi Mataji, you want to?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hare Krishna. The next question is why is Lord often compared to fire? So the
Very
answer
nice.
to this question is like just like fire equally spreads its heat and light everywhere. Similarly, Lord also spreads his energies equally everywhere in the material world as well as in the spiritual world.
Very nice. And in fact, heat and light are more like para and apara shaktis. Yeah. So that we've seen in the previous. That's how you link also to the previous paragraphs there. Very good. Very good. Okay. Why is Lord compared to a fire? Good question. Next. Sorry, everybody else are following, right? I hope everybody's read the 3 paragraphs so they can connect to the questions and the answers also. Yeah, if there are, please raise hands and we'll discuss those doubts. Okay, let's go ahead with the next question.
So I'll continue.
who else? Yeah. Okay.
I'll continue. Why is the Lord the ultimate controller, sustainer, dictator of everything? So the answer is he is the possessor of all the potencies, knower of everything, benefactor of everyone, and in full of inconceivable opulences. Means he knows everything, past, present, future. He is maintaining us. He was maintaining previously also, now also, in future also.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So now comes this important aspect that, okay, now we've discussed so much about the Lord, that he's ultimate controller, he's fire, he's like fire, he's an absolute person. What does that practically mean for us or for you?
We are nobody.
Okay, fine, we are nobody.
We
So,
need to
so what?
surrender to him.
Very nice.
We need
have
to surrender.
surrender to the powerful. Okay, good. So that is one thought Anita Mataji has. What else? What does this mean? That the Lord is a complete person, is powerful, is fire. So what?
He's the boss.
Yeah, he's the boss. Okay, good. So he's the boss. So what?
And we need to bow down to him.
We need
to surrender.
surrender to him. Yeah, okay, that surrender point is over. Yeah, Aditya Prabhu, you are saying something?
We should serve him.
We should serve him. Very nice. Very nice. We should serve him. We should know that we are serving so many other people.
And
We
we
have
should
to serve the
do
right
everything to
person.
please him.
Very good. Everything to please Lord
Correct.
Krishna. Yes, what are
We
the
Really,
should
we
be
should know,
grateful.
Yeah, wait.
we,
Pawan
sh-
Prabhu, go ahead.
we should know his interests and what are the things he values, and we also value those things.
Very nice. You have to know about what the boss likes and what he does not like. Isn't it very nice, Pawan Prabhuji? So, yeah, so that is one thing, that if the boss likes this and does not like that, let me do what he likes because I want to please him. That's what we do in the material world also, no? We always, if we are working, we try to please our boss. If you are working, we try to please our customer. If you have a businessman, you try to please your customer because he's the customer is the boss, customer is the king, we say. Yeah, and in the material world, whatever we are doing, we want to do it in the spiritual world also. Very good. So we surrender, we try to serve him, we try to find out what he likes, what he does not like. 3 great points. What else? Yes, so he's
Yes,
the
and
boss.
we'll be very careful dealing with things he is
We'll be
giving
very
under our care.
careful not to displease him, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because he might punish us, or he will rather. In fact, through the karma mechanism of karma, he will because he's all powerful, he's all knowing. So therefore, if he's all knowing, which means he knows all my kukarmas, isn't it? Which means, yeah. So once you deep down, if you are able to comprehend that the Lord is all powerful, all conceivable, and everything, these are the practical things that should come to us. These are the things that should impact us, and therefore let me not do any good karma or any bad karma. Yeah, because good karma means, oh, Lord sees he's good karma, he's done great, let him go enjoy heavenly planets and then come back again in the material world. Yeah, or if he's done bad karma, then let me punish him. Yeah, so what do we automatically do? We start doing akarma, isn't it? Because now we are trying to we have understood what this particular person is. Very good, very good. Okay,
And
next
also,
question.
I think, Prabhuji, we
Yeah,
accept what he decides for us because he's all
all
uh,
powerful, very nice.
powerful and all knowing and so fully
Very nice, very nice.
so we
Contentment
just
aspect is coming in here.
take what he gives us and
Very good, very good, very good.
And Guruji, one more thing comes to my mind. He is
Uh-huh.
calm. So, we are moving into that time, space,
He's
dimension.
what?
And
Kal, you said, is it?
yes.
Kal, time, okay. He's time,
Yes.
okay.
Time.
Yeah.
So
So what?
he already knows what is destined for us.
Okay,
And
what is good for us and what is bad for us. So therefore, I'm content to what he is doing, basically, or whatever he's
yes.
being happening. Good, okay,
Yes.
Aruna. Go ahead.
Prabhuji, here we can
Prabhuji,
connect 18.65 Manmana Bhav Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. So we
Very
have to
nice.
always remember Lord Krishna. We have to worship Lord Krishna. And then we have to do the Dandavat, give the
Yeah,
obeisance to the Lord
very
Krishna.
nice.
So
Very
when we
nice.
remember the Krishna, we have to remember the Krishna in the, peacock form of Vrindavan. And then we have to worship Lord Krishna.
Very nice,
So,
very nice. All these are practical things that we have to do. Very good. Yeah, when we come to know about the Lord as a complete person, as fire, as the ultimate controller, dictator of everything, these are the things it practically means for all of us. Very good. Okay,
we
let's.
have to be
Sorry, go
grateful,
ahead.
grateful.
You have to be
We have to
grateful.
be
Very good. Very
grateful
good.
because he's the ultimate supplier, and we enjoy,
Very nice.
and we should not forget. When
Very
we're
nice.
enjoying, we should not
Not
forget
always be
that.
thankful. Very good, very good,
Yeah.
very good. Yes,
And
yes.
Prabhuji,
This
we
is
are
what it
servant
means.
of Lord. We are
Mhm.
servant of Lord. We should always remember this, ki we are servant and we should always be in das mood.
Very nice. Yes, we should always be in das mood. That's what it here basically all of this particular point means.
so
Good, good.
Prabhuji, every day we have to, give the gratitude to the Lord that thanks for giving the food, thanks for everything. So every
Very
day we
nice.
have to thank Him.
Very nice. Exactly. Exactly. Good, good. Good. So that's what it practically means. Okay, now let's go to next 2 questions quickly. Yes, we have one more group with their set of good questions. Question 4.
Anyone else wants to take up or?
So it's Indu Mataji, Pavan, Rashmi, Sharmila Mataji.
Indu
Yes,
Mataji wants to
I
speak.
can do this.
Yeah.
The next question is why everyone should be satisfied with the things they are having. The answer is because everything belongs to the Lord, and he has given all the things. So he is the proprietor. And the example here it is given by Prabhupada. For example, cow eats grass and straw and everything she is doing, but the ultimate result, which is the food, which is a nutritive, it has nutrition value and it is useful for the human beings. Cow is not drinking it the milk for herself.
Very nice.
So we should always be ready to, we should be always ready to serve the God, but also at the same time, we should serve the gurus and all the devotees. We should take care of them also.
No, but the question is, why should living beings be satisfied with all they possess?
So,
So why should
I
I be
understand
satisfied
this
with
way,
whatever I have?
Prabhuji, whatever things we have, we should be satisfied, but we should not be greedy, envious of others, and we should be very helpful.
Yeah, that is okay, but why? Why should I be
That is
satisfied with
because
what?
Very great.
Here,
so
Prabhuji, we have the concept for that quota only, like whatever
Quota, yes.
whatever is there in our destiny, it will come. And if it is not there, how much endeavor we will put, it will not come.
Yes, because we now know that the Lord is full of everything. He knows exactly what my quota is and what I should get. So if I have full faith, yeah, and if I am fully satisfied with whatever I have, I should be able to, yeah, live. Isn't it?
Also, Prabhuji, one more thing, God knows what is our need and what we want.
Exactly. Therefore, we should be satisfied.
Yeah.
Very
and
good.
I
very
think
good.
what
Can
you
I add
deserve
something?
also.
Yeah. Sorry, was it one Prabhuji? Go ahead.
Yes. Really, I'm thinking like if you're not satisfied with what you possess, there is no limit to it. Because
Very
Lord's creation is like infinite things. You want infinite things. So you'll end up in this material world infinite time.
For infinite, exactly. That's what we are doing now today, right? We have infinite desires and we keep infinitely coming back again and again to fulfill our desires. Very nice. So therefore, that is why we should be satisfied with what we have, not do unnecessary over endeavor, not do all of these particular things. Good.
And Guruji, I wanted to add here that he already knows the horoscope of everyone. So I think
Yeah, very good.
now we
So,
should just leave it to them.
okay, good. Very good. Okay, last question. Why must living beings not consider themselves as owners of anything that they have? Okay, this house, why should I not consider mine?
Because the material things that we need, we use.
Sorry,
like
this
the-
is not Anita Mataji's. Hold on, somebody. This is the group. Which other group? Yeah, Indu Mataji, Pavan, Prabhuji, Rashmi, and Shamila Mataji. Shamila Mataji, are you there? You are able to? I don't know whether she's there. I've not heard her.
I'm there, Guruji, but I'm listening. I'm driving actually.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, drive safe.
Yeah.
Drive safe. Yeah.
Prabhuji,
Okay.
can I try?
Yeah, Pavan, Prabhuji, go ahead.
See, Prabhuji, actually, what is the meaning of owner is that he's going to have it for eternity. But if you see here, anything, if you say that you're owner of anything, it's going to end. Like if you say you're the owner of the body,
Very
are we
nice.
really?
We are not
It's
even
going to
owners
end
of
after
the
a particular. Yeah,
Very
it
nice.
means
Very
the owner in the sense is like you're going to have it for eternity. So you're not going to have anything for eternity. So you should not consider you're the owner.
Very good. Very nice. Very nice point. And therefore, we have to know who the real owner is. Who is the real owner? It is Lord Krishna. And we'll see further. A good example comes up. Like the example given that is that of a building. So when the building or a house is made, the house is made of sand and steel. But I have only purchased the sand and steel temporarily from somebody who also does not own it, isn't it? He has also taken it from the earth and he has robbed it basically. Okay, good. So let's look at last room, which is Anadi Mataji, Anadi Aruna Mataji's, Kishore, Krishna Priya, and Manoj Prabhuji's.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
present.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very nice. Para-wise questions. Good. Okay. Go
So
ahead.
basically, first question is how does he adjust everything by means of his different potencies? Okay. So we know that he adjusts to everything because of his inconceivable potencies, but how does he does that is because he's having perfect intelligence.
Very nice.
And that because,
everything. Yeah.
So his perfection also is also makes a great impact on him adjusting to everything through his different potencies. Then the second question, anybody else would like to take? Haruna Mataji or Anadi Mataji? Okay. What analogy is compared to the different energies of the Lord? So if you see in the first paragraph, there is an analogy mentioned of a fire where fire gives out heat and light energies. So similarly, fire is one, but he gives out different energies such as heat energy and light energy. Similarly, the Lord has inconceivable and unlimited energies. So through that, so this is how we can understand how the Lord and his energies work.
Very nice. Fire and heat and light. Very good, very good. Somebody else, in the room. Anadi, Aruna, Kishore, and Manoj Prabhuji. Yeah, Aruna Mataji, what happened? Are you there?
Haruna Mataji.
Or Anadi, go ahead. Question number 3. Come on, quick. We don't have time. We are already only 3 more minutes.
I think Anadi Mataji is trying to speak, but she's not audible. Okay.
Actually, I think what are the 3 absolute qualities? Maybe Krishna Priya, you can continue, Sarah.
Okay. So what are the 3 absolute qualities of the Lord? So here it is. So we know that the Lord is the maintainer and creator, maintainer, and destructor of everything. But what are the 3 absolute qualities? That is also mentioned in the first paragraph. We can see over here that he is the
ultimate controller and sustainer and dictator of
this
everything.
Point.
Yes, very nice.
That he is the possessor of all potencies, and he knows everything and he does everything for everyone's benefit. So he's the benefactor of everything.
Super point. Benefactor of everything. He's the eternal well-wisher.
Correct.
Yeah, and therefore, if we know that he's the eternal well-wisher, we will never be wanting anything else, because we know Lord Krishna decides what is good for me.
What is so exactly. Like we see ourselves into this body, but he calculates from all lifetimes that we have had till now. So he knows what is best for us, and he always gives the best. So that also brings a sense of contentment.
Very nice.
And
very nice.
A mood of surrendering towards his plans. Okay.
Very nice. Good. Okay.
So then the next question.
Here, Krishna Priya Mataji, one more question was there. What adjustment Lord has done for us?
That is there, Mataji. What is the quota arranged? That's the next question. What is the quota arranged by the Lord for the living entities?
No, adjustment 1, that he is a living entity. Okay, fine. We'll continue with this.
Yeah, let's circle back to that one subsequently. Let's look at what is mentioned on the presentation. Yeah, what is the quota arranged by the Lord for the living entities?
The quota which we discuss, Krishna Priya, you are saying?
No, Mataji, this is your question. You can continue.
So what are the quota arranged by the Lord for the living entity? The quota which we discussed, your quota. So
this question is your
not
quota.
Our quota. So that we discuss in Aditya's slide, that Lord has arranged everything for us. Like I said, that roti kapda makan, that was the answer which we have, which I have added over there. Yes,
Very nice. So whatever is arranged perfectly by the Lord.
Even for the family also, the husband,
for
wife,
animals,
sister, everything. Everything.
Okay. So now tell me, this is question to everybody. We've discussed the quota aspect here. Now, if there's a beggar, and he is he's hungry, he doesn't have any food to eat, how does he understand his quota?
Yes, even I had this question from the first group, sir, that how do you know?
So we've all had full tummy and full education, and parents are there, and sab kuch is there, and everything is taken care of for us. But what about, say, somebody, an orphan boy, or
how does he understand? But we have so many rags to riches stories. How did
Yeah.
they were not satisfied with their situation?
No, everybody understands the question that I'm asking? Or maybe Rashmi wants to paraphrase her question in line with mine.
But the present conditions or the current conditions are based on the karmic reactions that are being performed by the living entity. Correct?
Okay. Yes, yes. So what should the beggar on the street who doesn't have food to eat, his clothes torn, he doesn't have a house, he's feeling cold in the winter, sun in the heat. What does he do? He's like just totally squalid man on the road. He's lying. How does he understand his quota?
So Prabhuji, I have one real life example. So when we were in Vrindavan, Aditya was also there at that time. And he was not feeling well. So we ordered a milk for him, and he was like, I don't want to drink or eat anything. And we were in the group, and at the same time, the old lady was, begging to everyone. And she was saying that abhi parikrama karke aayi hu, bahut bhook lagi hai. So we were like, milk was in our hand. It was like कुछ किया ही नहीं था, ऐसे ही था हमारे पास, and we gave to her. So from this we can understand, or I understood, that God is arranging everything for everyone.
Very nice.
So that if she doesn't have to eat or to drink, but from any of the way God is arranging. So milk was not for Aditya but for that lady.
Very nice.
And she got it. So that was
That's
the
how her quota of milk. दाने दाने पे लिखा है खाने वाले का नाम.
Yes.
Okay. So the beggar in the street. Yeah, coming back to the poor
But
beggar.
then still the question remains a question. Because
So the
how will the
beggar-
beggar understand?
Yeah, how does the beggar understand Isopanishad?
Prabhuji, can I answer?
Yeah, Pawan Prabhuji, go ahead.
Prabhuji, like Prabhupada says that when you are in disease condition, don't worry about the source of the disease.
Okay.
So here the person is a beggar because of his bad karma in his previous birth. It is said that you don't get a good family is because of the bad karma in the previous birth.
Okay.
He did a lot of bad karma in his previous birth. Because of that, he ended up as a beggar. But now the current responsibility with the person who is there now is that if you are like a king or a responsible person, leader in that place, you have the right to take care of him, of letting him know he has to do good karma in this life.
Correct.
So that he will have better life ahead and in the next life.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not happening because we don't have good rulers, good administration or whatever. That's again part of the karmic angle that comes in there, isn't it?
But he can submit himself to Krishna devotion.
Yes.
He could go to the temple and serve the temple, get the free prasadam, get good
devotees
sangat.
can give the Ajnata Sukriti, they call it.
Yeah,
Very
get
nice.
good
Devotees can give
sangat.
prashadam.
Yeah.
Yes. He can do all of that. Yeah. Very nice. Sorry, Anadi had a point. Go ahead.
No, whenever we see beggars, just first thing comes in the mind is if you have prasad, just give them because they're in need of that. So hunger
Correct.
is
Also,
like,
their
can
karmas might change.
Yeah, the prasadam can direct them to the temple or devotees. He will get that sukruti at least by eating prasad, and he can understand his circumstances then why he is having this suffering or the knowledge then with the devotees he can understand. He has to accept it
He
and
has to
tolerate it.
Exactly.
Accept it, tolerate it, and then along with that he has to serve or recognize who is the ultimate.
Who's the exactly? Again, he is
ultimate
in
master,
ignorance. Unfortunately, because he's in ignorance, that particular problem is coming. Okay, good. Let's look at next two questions quickly, and then let's close. What will happen if we consider everything outside our quota to be of our own? Yes, we are all wanting to be greedy. Yes, go ahead, Krishna Priya.
Okay. So this question, what will happen if we consider everything outside our quota to be of our own? Then obviously disappointment. Because we should not even consider our quota to be of our own because the ultimate proprietor is Krishna.
Very nice.
So now the point, if we consider everything outside our quota, that will 100% bring disappointment and depressions in and a lot of struggles in mentally also in people's
Yes.
life. So therefore, we should always
Be
not
satisfied.
be greedy and be self-satisfied. Correct. Yeah. So then
Right.
last question
Mm-hmm.
is, what are the examples mentioned that showed that Lord has set a quota for living entities? There are two examples mentioned in the paragraphs if we see
Mm-hmm.
that one is of the milk and cow,
Very nice.
that the cow gives milk, but she does not drink that milk. She eats only grass and straw.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that milk is set aside for as used as food for human beings. So it's
Very
just
nice.
an example to show that the Lord has basically arranged everything for
Arranged
each and every.
everything
Yeah,
intelligently.
correct. And the
Very
second
good.
example mentioned also is of the wood, stone, iron,
Yeah,
cement.
that's in the next paragraph, but that
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it for the for the next class because that gels well very nicely with the paragraph after that also. But yeah, good example also for to look at that particular aspect.
Yes, Prabhu, that's it.
Really, if we consider something outside our quota as our quota, is it difficult to maintain it?
It's difficult to also maintain it. Very true. Difficult to maintain it. Difficult to control it. Yeah, it will run away. Yeah,
There
typically
will be imbalance.
there will be
There will
imbalance.
be
also.
imbalance if everyone thinks such, then already such things are happening in the society. We say, the majority are suffering and minority are, they are enjoying taking out of their quota.
Yeah, exactly.
We are saying that.
Very nice. In fact, I want to hold on to that particular point because Srila Prabhupada naturally comes to that particular conclusion in the next paragraphs, and we will see that. What happens if we do not do this particular thing? So good that the question has been raised now because Srila Prabhupada automatically answers that question as we go ahead in the paragraph. What will happen if you do not do this? Do not consider or think that this is mine, even though it might not be yours. Yeah, what happens, and we've seen disappointment as this, and also a lot of quarrels will happen and all of that. Yeah, anyway,
This is
that
one
is
of the vikar, Shat vikar, isn't it? Calm
yes,
vasna,
greed,
calm
greed,
krodh,
greed.
calm krodh and all. It's the originator of all the,
Exactly.
the 6 vikars.
Okay, quick, we are out of time. Aditya Prabhu, you had a point, go ahead.
Okay, I was just thinking whether 2.62 and 63 will apply and that process
Yeah,
of fall
of
down
course
will
it will apply. That's how fall down will happen. It will apply. Dhyayate will start, no? Dhyayate, you want others. That's the envious point which Anita Mataji mentioned. Envy, because of the envy, Dhyayate Vishayan Pumsa will happen. Yeah, very nice. Yes, definitely it will apply. Yeah, sorry, Anita Mataji had raised her hand for quite some time. I didn't give a
Yeah,
chance.
Guruji, just with context to the quota, I remember Mahatma Gandhi's quote, there is enough for every man's need, but not for
Not
every
for
man's
everyone's
greed.
greed. Very
Yeah.
nice. Right.
And
That's the
this,
imbalance. That's what will happen if you do not
yes.
look at the.
And
In
we
fact,
see
this
the
is
environmental imbalance already, change of climate change, resources getting
yeah,
depleted.
exactly.
And it's like, connecting very well with the quota thing. And
Very
Guruji,
nice. Very nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
one
The
with
Lord has arranged even for a grain for a ant, small ant.
yes.
So what to
Yes.
speak of everyone? Right.
True.
Yeah.
In fact, for the elephant also, right? The elephant requires what almost 1 ton of grass every day, and it gets it.
Yeah. And Guruji had one last point for the beggar on the street, I was thinking about it. It has a lot of social angle. And I remember Swami Vivekananda's one of the, his discussion on this, that a man with an empty stomach will not be able to take any divine principles or knowledge. So
Exactly.
first you have
First, you have to
feed
give him
him
prasad. Yeah, very true.
prasad, and then we can, uplift him in
Correct.
this
No, I think
way.
that the point was that how do we understand about the quota of the man on the street who is a beggar?
Situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So
And I think, it's some people taking more than their quota also
causes
bring
this balance. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay, good.
Guruji,
So
can I just add one point to that?
yeah, Pawan Prabhuji, go ahead.
Guruji, is that real wealth means that you take the time for Krishna, whatever situation is there? Is it real wealth? That is the real wealth?
Yeah, real wealth. That's what even Jiva Goswami did. No, he threw away the the stone, the touchstone, and the real wealth was his japamala, basically, isn't it? Okay, great. I think we are totally out of time. I'm sorry I've taken 10 extra minutes. I was thinking we'll finish by 5:15. Good. So I think the point that I wanted to make also was that to understand the Ishopanishad concepts requires a lot of manan. Yeah, and therefore I have allocated for each mantra 2 sessions. We have actually completed 3 parts. Now we've completed introduction, we've completed invocation, and we are now in the mantra 1. We'll need one more session for mantra 1 to complete. But is this pace okay with all of you? Yeah. I hope it's
Yes,
not, people are not feeling it's very slow or whatever. Yeah.
no, Guruji, it's
It is perfect.
Okay,
fine.
great. Yeah. And also, when Srila Prabhupada put something on the purport, there's a lot of thought because of which he has put those purports. Yeah. So it is very important for all of us to understand why that particular purport exists in its first place, or why Srila Prabhupada has put it there. Because there is a lot of context and understanding. And slowly, when you read the purport and you have to do a lot of manan, things will start falling in place in your mind also. Yeah, automatically as we read, because a lot of times what will happen is we will think, oh, why is this point mentioned here? This is of no significance, but the penny drops once we read it further and we comprehend the entire thing in its entirety. Yeah, so that's the understanding of Srila Prabhupada's purports, and very important for us to comprehend this particular aspect. Hare Krishna. Okay, so just
one last thing can I ask?
Yeah, Papan Praji, go ahead.
Actually, in NBS class, the Varnashrama is going on. So I got this question morning, but I didn't get answer from speaker. Really, is Varnashrama related to consciousness? Like, for example, I got this connection. Like,
it helps.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll give an example. Like, Brahmana, Brahmachari, Kshatriya, Grihastha, Vaishya, Vanaprastha, Shudra, Sannyasi. Like,
nothing like that. Brahmana can be of all 3 ashramas. Brahmana can be a brahmachari, Brahmana can be a Vaishnava, can be a grahastha, Brahmana can be Vanaprastha, and Brahmana can be sannyasi also.
Yeah, so I applied in taking action. Like when someone says something, you take an action, right? I thought of applying like this one. Brahmachari and Brahma is the first step one person should take.
No. That's wrong.
I'll explain one thing. Can I explain fully? And just
But that is wrong. This particular, the foundation itself is wrong. Because for
I'm thinking like when you take a service,
for brahmachari, but if a brahmachari is is a shudra, what will you do?
No, I didn't finish the question. Can I just make a point? Like when you take up a service, you should be like a brahmachari. Brahmachari is like pure in heart, like it's mentioned like it's there in the heart of the God, Lord. So it is that you have to be pure to start a service. Next step goes to the grihastha, that you take the responsibility of keeping the service. Next, that you get results from it, so you should be detached from the results. And at the end, you should be like a sannyas, like it's all God's, so for the pleasure of God. So like that, I made a little comparison. So and it applies to Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra.
I don't know. I have not heard this from any. Is this from somebody? Some specific?
No. It's kind of. I'm thinking like the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is like a conscious level. So.
Prabhu, I can try.
Yeah, Krishnapriya, go ahead.
So this question that Pawan Prabhu was asking, I had read in one small book of Srila Prabhupada that all these states of ashrama system is just consciousness related. So consciousness of a Brahmana, consciousness of a Vaishya, consciousness of a Shudra. So which consciousness you belong to, that determines
That's the 3 modes of nature acting on you, right?
Yeah, correct, Prabhu. So even a person who is born as a Vaishya can be in the consciousness of a Brahmana, and he is considered to be a Brahmana. That was mentioned in the book.
Correct, exactly.
And the main point is that and the ashramas, Varnashrama system that we were talking about, the Grihastha, Vanaprastha and all, that is just a state of living, and bhakti is to be done by all the ashramas.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just a development of consciousness. I am not sure because a brahmachari can be a shudra also, right? Not a brahmachari is not definitely not necessary.
No, the
And
spirit is
cause,
like the brahmachari is in urgency of going back to God. That's the spirit he has when he joins, something like that. So urgency of doing seva is the initial stage. Like that I can
But that urgency of doing seva should be for all four varnas, no? Why only for
like
brahmachari?
brahmachari has too much. So he can. I was
I
trained
think
in
that's
that way. Like,
interpretation. No, I
no,
somehow
no,
I don't.
no, brahmachari here mentioned is the first,
In fact,
the years of the life.
exactly. Brahmacharya as in first 25 years. That is brahmacharya.
First
like I'm
25
talking
years
about
of the
Naistika
life.
brahmachari. Like Naistika brahmachari, why they become, they want the urgency of going back to God. That
But
is
they have
one
to
point
live
they
till 100
join.
years, no?
I think
but
Prabhu is talking about a sannyasi rather than a brahmachari.
Sannyasi who is
Yeah,
having
that's
this
it. Even I
type
got
of
confused.
brahmacharya.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I got
The-
trained in Pune temple. They have it's like this, the series. So initial stages, why you want to become brahmachari, they discuss these things. And we
interpretation,
get
Prabhu, this
inspired
is
by that.
interpretation.
Okay.
This is interpretation.
But then if
Maybe
it's Pune temple, if you have done, then you have already have the answer. Then you don't have to ask the question then.
No, this kind of link I haven't done before. This is like mental speculation, philosophical speculation. I want to make it clear.
It is right. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think beyond our current scope of discussions, we're already very late. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva Eko Mantra Tasya Namani Yani Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. Tvameva Mata च पिता त्वमेव बंधुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं कात्यायनी महामाये महायोगिन्यधीश्वरी नंदगोपसुतं देवी पतिं मे कुरुते नमः श्रीकृष्णः शरणं मम दासोऽहं कृष्णतवास्मि श्रीकृष्णः शरणं मम दासोऽहं कृष्णतवास्मि श्रीकृष्णः शरणं मम दासोऽहं कृष्णतवास्मि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीमद् ईशोपनिषद की जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय।